Hey everybody, this is Tommy Guns Law, and today we are going to talk about the compound Anadrol. First of all, I will say I am not a doctor, not a trained professional, just giving you my opinion and my experience on the compound. So, with my channel, I don't go over a lot of the chemical structure of each product or really how it works inside the body to get you where you all need to be. I just give you my personal experience. However, if you go to the YouTube channel, Coach Troy at Tate Fitness, he will cover all of that and you will learn everything you need to know, or you can Google it and find it all out for yourself. So most people know Anadrol is probably one of the most powerful compounds on the market. People go back and forth with that. Maybe Superdrol. Just one of those things through personal experience. One loves one thing, one hates the other, vice versa. With Anadrol, you got your typical side effects that you could put against almost anything else. I think most people's concern with Anadrol would probably be how toxic it is to the liver. That's usually the main concern. A lot of the other side effects are kind of right up there with every other compound. A lot of people worry about the water weight on it, that sort of thing. So Anadrol is usually mostly used for like a kickstart product or compound, or to kind of get past a plateau. I've used it for both. Works great on either. So this probably won't be a long video because I personally love Anadrol. I know some people, they like to do, they say 4 to 6 to 8 weeks. I've ran it almost up to 12 weeks before. Really no liver problems at all. I get my blood work twice a year. However, I've never got the blood work while I was on Anadrol, so I couldn't tell you where my liver enzymes were at the point when I was taking Anadrol, but I know after getting off of it for a while, getting blood work, everything seemed to be pretty normal. Of course, you kind of got to watch drinking alcohol or doing any other kind of party favors while you're on Anadrol. I have done that. Still seemed all right as far as liver toxicity, but you never know. Everyone's different, and you just got to be careful with that. I just say get your blood work done and then go by that. Everyone's so different. Now with me, I never really get the water weight part like some people do. However, a lot of the water weight is the size gains and the strength gains. So basically after Anadrol, whatever you put on, most of that you lose. Lucky for me, I hold it pretty good even sometime after the cycle. But for me, not much water weight. I don't get acne or anything. I'm good with that. Bitch tit, I don't never get any of that. My estrogen's really good when it comes to that. I just love it. There's nothing on this planet that gets me as strong as Anadrol. I will kill plateaus like crazy when I get on Anadrol. And I can usually tell the difference within even 3 to 5 days on Anadrol. Every other oral I'll take takes time. Anadrol is pretty quick for me. So as soon as I get on it, like the 3rd or 5th day, I can already tell things are starting to look up. My strength starts to go up already. Now later on as I get in it, you will get, like for me, I'll get crazy pumps from it where you almost got, like especially buys. If I'm doing buys, you almost can't do anymore. You do what you can, but the pump can be painful, really painful, where you just really can't do no more as far as that body part goes. What else can I say about Anadrol? Once again, not much water weight, just strength gains. Just love it, especially mixed with test. Now, I will say, I usually do 50 milligram. They come in 50 milligram tablets. I usually do 50 milligram for a few days, and then I'll bump it up to 100. They're hard to break in half. I mean, if you can try to break them in half and take lower doses, or when you take the 50 and you're able to break it down and take another dose, unfortunately, they're just so hard to break. I just take 50 at a time, usually twice a day. There's all kinds of studies on what the half-life is of Anadrol. Not sure many people really know what it is. So I guess some people say 6 to 8 hours. No, I don't think nobody truly knows when it comes to Anadrol. So with that, the only problem I start to see once I get to 100, my strength and everything gets crazy. However, there's kind of diminishing returns once you get to that 150 milligram a day. Appetite gets to zero, where for me, I start to get gaggy just trying to eat food when I bring my milligrams that high up on Anadrol. Definitely something to look out for that. And it can start around 100 milligrams too. As the weeks carry on, your just appetite just tanks off. And once your appetite kind of tanks, you might as well just start weaning yourself off, because it's kind of a wrap. Because definitely diminishing returns, because if you're not eating, what's the point? So that's one thing I would look at. Anger, not so much anger, just feel like a badass because you're getting so strong, I would say. And that's about it. Just positive. I just love the stuff. It makes me crazy strong. Good kickstart. If you're waiting for tests to kick in 4 to 5 weeks later, I say get on that. Take 50 milligrams for a few days, maybe a week or so, then bump it up to 100 milligrams, and you'll just be kicking ass on that stuff. Your friends will be like, what the hell just happened to you? Yeah, you turn into like the Incredible Hulk. For me, I just get so strong, and I got a small frame already, so I just get super strong. I feel my joints, everything feel pretty good when I'm on it, probably because all the water it holds, which luckily I don't hold a lot of the water. Face kind of gets bloaty. That's the main thing with any water weight steroid for me. I guess you can say I hold water in my face so people can notice it there. But usually body-wise, I don't hold much water. And I just completely love the stuff. I can't say really any negative side effects for me when I'm on it. I've had no problems. I've ran it a few times and just absolutely no problems at all. For a beginner, I would probably stay away from that. As a woman, I would definitely stay away, though I have read that women can take it at very small doses, but for a woman, man, that would be crazy. I don't know if I would do that. Beginner, oof, I don't know if I would do that either. Stay with something, maybe T-ball or D-ball at first, and then kind of work your way years down the line on that. Anadrol is just one of those things you really don't need technically, because I think D-ball is a good thing to kind of kickstart you or get you through a plateau. But Anadrol is a whole nother level, because what I've read and how I've felt, like even if you take 50 milligrams of D-ball, doesn't even measure up to 50 grams of Anadrol. Anadrol is just, to me, way more powerful than D-ball. So that's kind of my thing on it. I haven't really nothing bad for me to say about it. If it's something that you've been wanting to try, I completely love it. You just gotta watch out for the liver toxicity, I guess. Once again, I didn't have a problem with that, but it seems like that's the number one thing people are scared of. I guess especially running it long term. I've ran it pretty long, to be honest. For me, a lot of these things, when they say, oh, run it 4 to 6 weeks, really 4 weeks, the way my body is, just doesn't do much for me. With Anadrol, it does pretty good, but a lot of other stuff, it just, 4 weeks is kind of when I get started. Even though Anadrol, 3 to 5 days, it started to kick in, but still 4 weeks is a little too short for me. For me to get the kind of progress and results I'm looking for. So I usually at least go 6 to 8, mostly 8, but I've went 12 weeks on a lot of these compounds, and I've just had no problems or issue. It's just the eating. Once you get to a certain week or a certain milligram with Anadrol, dude, it is tough to eat. So that's definitely something to look out for. I don't really know if I'd worry too much about going to 150 milligrams like I was doing, though I'm sure even at 100 milligrams or maybe even 50 milligrams over time and weeks, it probably will start to smash your eating, where you just won't get hungry. And like me, I would get gaggy. No sexual problems with me on it. All around, completely love it. I would recommend it. It's one of the best things I personally think you can take. Unfortunately, you just don't keep a lot of the gains. So if you do just an Anadrol cycle, you'll look awesome there for a while. You'll be strong as shit. But once you come off, that's kind of the disappointing part big time. So it's better to use it more of a kickstart or down in the cycle. Because for me, when I try to bust through a plateau, if I'm already deep in a cycle, that's probably one of the few times I'll run it pretty short, like a month or so, month and a half. Because at that point, I'm just using it to kind of blast through a plateau, not really to do a whole lot after that compared to when I'm kickstarting a program. So that's my take on Anadrol. If you've had a different experience or there's something that you feel I'm wrong about, maybe you feel like I'm super right about something, let me know. Always want to hear your feedback and see what kind of experience you've had on Anadrol. So leave a comment in the comment section. Let me know what you think and talk to you soon.